today we are gonna explain what is needed inside an engine to function properly. So there are three things that the engine must have inside the engine. Those three things must be present. One is air, fuel, and compression. The fuel and air must be in a balance called stoichiometric, that is 14.7 of air to 1 part of fuel. Then it will start functioning normally. If there is no vacuum leak and the fuel pump, of course, has get the right pressure. So all of those things to happen harmonious way, that is the ECU which is making the possible. It gets data or voltage changes from the O2 sensor to measure how much oxygen is in the exhaust and tell the computer if there is too much oxygen in the exhaust. It will command the injectors to open a little bit more than usual to compensate for that air, that too much air. If it is less air, more fuel, less air meaning more fuel, then the injectors will close or reduce its bolts width a little bit. So that's how the ECU controls the fuel trims or fuel injecting, a little bit more, a little bit less, so that to keep the balance 14.1 to 1 part of fuel, 14.7 air to 1 part of fuel. So in your scan tool, when you connect to the ECU through your OBD port, what you first send is a command to asking for what's happening the O2, what's the O2 doing, and it will answer you with that one. You can get it a graph or a voltage swings, and then the one is it gets that command, it produces a data, and the data is what you see in here, the oxygen graph or voltage, the RPM, and closed loop, whether the engine is closed loop. You can loop engine temperature, short-term fuel trim, and long-term fuel trim. All in this is plus or minus percentage number. This number can be 50, 30. There is some sort of a maximum allowed in the ECU of a fuel subtraction or addition. So here is the catalytic converter. In order this catalytic converter to be healthy, this O2 sensor is intended to know that whether this is doing its job or not. It is not directly responsible for any fuel efficiency or anything, but CAT efficiency sensor. That's what it is, CAT efficient sensor or CAT efficient sensor. It looks only. So in the catalytic converter, if the temperature here and there is the same, that means the catalyst is not doing that much. But if there is a difference temperature, which means if the temperature is less hot here and too much hot here, it means the catalytic converter is working. But if it is not having any temperature difference, then the catalytic converter is bad. So here you have voltage excursions of the O2 sensor signal and what they are, because 0.9 volt means 900 millivolt, which is rich, too much fuel, and 0.2, which is 200 millivolt, is too lean. That means too much air is entering the engine. Okay, well, we say fuel trim meaning shidaal nisid ama shidaal cabirid ayay ka dhigan tahay. So those are the two things that you need to know. And here you can also command the ECU, send the command and ask for engine temperature and many more to see what the engine is doing and the catalyst and all of these systems.